Wilhelmina again. This cut should finish our Flyspecks. I see my scroll bars getting down to the bottom of my Words from Wilhelmina file. Okay, let's do it. Dappled. August, looks like. Number 73. The green lawn toward the chicken yard is dappled with shade and sun, like a jigsaw puzzle that's not quite completed. The long, pinnately compound leaves of the black walnut flutter silently of their own volition. The stately, broad, tulip-shaped poplar leaves clatter and clap together. The sharp cry of the blue jay, 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 comes from the laurel slick up the hill. The Carolina wren is noisier, without half drying. This is it, it trumpets, as it returns to the nest over the garage door with a bug in its beak for the young. When I went to the garage this morning, I startled a fledgling on the floor. It had a mature white eyebrow, but no tail, and it couldn't fly without bumping into the Suburban. Next item. 74. Cattle. Now, I've got to get my scroll bar going here. The 12 Angus cattle across the road give a double ee-baw, ee-baw. These are not black Killians. When these same black beasts see Kurt's truck coming into the driveway, they can easily repeat the bawl 10 times or more. The noisemakers in the tree are slowing down in the heat. Their buzz fills the air like white noise. Chir, 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 chir. The day slowly wraps me with a wet, soothing heat that makes the skin on my back stick to the cushion of my chair. Next item. Bellowing, 75. Still July, August. We are coming back from our morning walk, and as we approach Frank Killian's little white house, we hear him bellowing inside. At first we can't make out the words, but we see 20 of his cows, the ones he has moved recently to the hill pastures around his house, hurrying into the corner of the pasture that's closest to his driveway. They are bellowing too. Each cow has a calf by her side. Some animals are pure white, some are red with white faces, some are black, a few are dusty brown. One red cow has a long tuft of hair hanging from the bottom of each ear like a beard. 76. Woo. Oh, what's this thing here? Get rid of that. As we walk past the cows, we're close enough to reach across the barbed wire and touch them, but they pay no attention to us. Each animal is watching the front door of Frank's house. Each pair of round ears is spread as taut as 2 little satellite dishes and is swiveled to face the house. We carry on, past Frank's barn and down the little hill and around the corner to where the little creek bubbles through Frank's swamp. Behind us, the bellowing continues. First, from inside the house we hear, "What the heck do you want now?" Then from the cows, "Woo, woo, woo." Then from inside the house, "I haven't finished my breakfast yet." Then from the cows, "Woo, woo." Everything's fine at Frank's. An old bachelor is having a conversation with his cows. Next item, 77. Full dark. 20th of August, 9:10 p.m. I'm wearing shorts, as we sit on the front porch to meditate, but over my shoulders I have the green cardigan sweater Jerry knitted for me. On the floor beside me, lighting my little oval clock, a votive candle is flickering in its amber glass. The night insects are making a fine racket. A current of air drifts through the porch as it slides down the hill, and the candle flame shivers. What is that wonderful smell? Oh yes, it always catches me by surprise. Our night-scented stalks are sending their spicy fragrances adrift on the currents. Marvelous. So this was August, and it was full dark at 10 after 9. Here in Nanaimo, it stays bright until 11 in the summers. Number 78, beetles. On my garden bug check last evening, I got 34 beetles. They were bright yellow, with high rounded backs like lady beetles. You may call them ladybugs if you like, but really they're beetles. And they had black spots. Tonight, I got another 23. I found them on the butternut squash and the cucumber leaves. My Rodale Garden Insects book calls them Mexican bean beetles, but I haven't had any on the beans. 57 beetles in 2 days is a full-scale invasion. Up until now, I've been finding only 1 or 2 at a time. But beetles don't alarm me. I have learned that I can catch them without having to squash them one by one. Oh, we're down to the last item. Good timing. 79 bug check. Here's how I do it. I have 4 5-gallon pails sitting around the garden, and I keep water in each one. I also have a few old saucepans lying around. When I do my bug check, I scoop enough water into the saucepan to cover the bottom. I hold the pan under the leaf where a beetle is chewing, and then I tap the leaf. Those rascals, they're cagey. At the slightest alarm, they fold in their legs and roll off the leaves like pebbles. I have even seen a Japanese beetle roll down from a morning glory leaf when the shadow of my hand passed across it. After a beetle has rolled down into the leaf mulch, it's as good as gone. I used to lose a lot of beetles when they did their tuck and roll, but no more. Now I let them roll into my saucepan. When I have finished the bug check, I either take them up and toss them to the chickens, or I dump them into a 5-gallon pail and let them swim for it. Since I discovered the water torture, I look forward to finding a few beetles in the garden. I think they're pretty things, especially when they're doing the dead man's float. Okay, so this is the end, and I have written here in my 8th installment, at the end of my 8th installment, yes, this is the end for now. But while I was digging for these Flyspecks, I found another of my tiny books with still more Flyspecks in it. Yeah! I love coming across pieces of my forgotten former life. You will have to buy the 9th installment to get them, though. If I put my mind to it, I could be an encyclopedia salesman. Now here we are to 9 minutes. I have loved reading these, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's in my next batch of Flyspecks. So I'll say goodbye for now, send you my very best wishes. I hope you enjoy listening to these much as I enjoyed digging them out and reading them to you. Where is that yellow button? 9.5 minutes. Gonna have to call this one 10 minutes. Bye for now. Catch you later.